Hey, how y'all doing? This is Hunt 919 Truth of Sports coming to you with another segment. And this one is another piece to the update that I did on Willie Gaines. And this was somewhat of a short interview that I had with one of the coaches there because I called this morning to get confirmation that he did attend the university and that he actually played for them. So I guess it was like an over the phone quick interview. He was one of the people who picked up when I called. I called a couple of coaches. Of course, it went to either voicemail or nobody picked the phone up. So he picked it up. So I was able to ask him a couple of questions. And I had a good talk with him. And his name was Coach Ronnie Mason. He's a defensive line coach. He's also the strength and conditioning coach. And he gave me a little insight onto what's going on with Willie Gaines when he came to Edward Waters. And he did get there around. He actually played. He got there late. He did not make any of the preseason stuff they do, of course. So he wasn't able to get a chemistry with the quarterback or really with the team, as the coach explained it. Which that's natural if you come late to everything, because you normally bond at the beginning. That normally lasts you through the season. That's what creates the chemistry. So he was like, yeah, he did arrive late at the school. He missed a lot of the football stuff that they normally do at the beginning. So he's playing catch up the whole time, and so I asked him, I was like, well, we talked about the season. Then I was like, well, is he coming back? Because, we can't figure out with him going to all these schools, well, how is he still eligible? How much eligibility does he have, et cetera, et cetera. And he was like, he was kind of confused on it himself because he's bounced around so much. So he doesn't really know. The only thing that he really knows is that he needs to graduate. And then after he graduates, if he graduates by a certain time, and I don't know the particular rules on that he may can get another graduate year that some of these kids get, but he doesn't know for sure, and I don't know for sure. So the first thing that Willie's going to have to do is graduate in order to continue his career if it's still if he still has time available. So because I wanted to know if he's coming back next year. Now, if he does come back next year, I will of course keep up with him on a weekly basis. So I'm gonna try to keep up with it this summer as well to see if he's coming back or how it works out with him. I did try to contact Willie myself, but he's not responding to anything that I'm sending to him. So that is what it is. And I also would like to say, first of all, I'd like to say thank you to Ronnie Mason for even taking the time to talk to me. In the big scheme of things, I'm not I'm nobody really. So for him to take the time to talk to me really meant a lot to me to give me a little bit of information that I wasn't able to get myself. So, but one thing I did tell Ronnie, being that he was able to give me, this little short interview, that I would talk about a little bit about what he's about. And not only does he coach, but he's also the founder of TSD Athletes. That's in Jacksonville, Florida. And what he does is he does a lot of mental and physical development. Mostly, he likes working with kids before they actually get to college because me and him talked about this situation with Willie Gaines and other players that get caught up in the portal. And he actually wants to help them before they, get caught up into the portal and jumping around and this and that because it's not always a good thing to jump around the portal. And I'm gonna do something on that as well. But he's the founder of TSD Athletes in Jacksonville, Florida. It's a nonprofit organization. I don't want to say everything he does because I'm still trying to do some research on him as well because I did say interview that he did online, but I want to read more into him, so I'm not going to try to tell you everything he does. I'm going to put his IG contact here that you can see yourself, and you can click onto it and read up on it yourself. And you can contact them, especially if you're down in the Florida area and you want to get your kids trained or whoever trained mentally and physically. He's a good person to contact. So that's my little tidbit on Willie Gaines. I guess to close out anything information I can find on him until I find out if he's even playing college anymore after this. So it is what it is. Again, as always, I wish the best for Willie Gaines. I'm gonna try to my best to keep up with him and try to keep my page up with him. And again, please check out Ronnie Mason. He has a lot of valuable information that he could give to you, and a lot of different ways that he can help you or your kid, who's into athletics. So it's been Hunt 919, Truth to Sports. Ride with me.